to Fort Collins, Colorado. A beautiful winter evening. Here is our matchup on FS1. The New Mexico Lobos, 21-9 in town to take on the Colorado State Rams, who are 13-17. Here is a look at the standings. The Lobos with a win and a loss by the San Jose State Spartans tomorrow at Air Force. The Lobos could move into the number 5 spot, which would give them a first-round bye in the Mountain West Tournament. All right, well, Jess settles it. Jess, let's start with Morris Udeze. This guy is an absolute monster.
Well, he's got so much speed and so much power. Stuffs the stat sheet. Number 1 in the league in rebounds, number 1 in double-doubles. We're going to have to keep our eye on the double team, because if you don't send 2, he'll have 30 in this one.
For Colorado State, this guy has been so good. Isaiah Stevens, look at where he ranks in school history. 1st in assists, 2nd in scoring, 3rd in made field goals, and 4th in three-point field goals. But one of the things I think we both appreciate about him is his leadership skills.
He makes everybody around him better. The best pick-and-roll point guard in all the land. He loves to draw a crowd, and when you collapse, he hits open teammates. If you're a young point guard, enjoy this performance tonight. You are going to watch greatness. This is a guy you can't take your eyes off of. He scores, he rebounds, he pushes the pace. He's just a pure joy to watch, one of the smartest players in America.
Several seniors honored on Senior Day. I think it's fair to say the roar of applause for Stevens. You can feel the love from the fans here and how special this guy's been during his time at Fort Collins.
Well, I learned something new from him every time I talked to him. He took us through the pick-and-roll action today at practice. Someday he's got to be a coach. Somebody who's this good with that much knowledge has to pass it on to the next generation.
Well, the 3 real studs for the Lobos, Jamal Mashburn Jr., Jalen House, and Morris Udeze. These 3 guys combined, they will fill it up tonight. And for Colorado State, Isaiah Stevens will lead on John Tonje, a great athlete. Tonje last week against Wyoming went for 25 points. And with it being senior night, a bunch of the seniors in the starting lineup for the Colorado State Rams.
Well, New Mexico, number 1 in the Mountain West in scoring and number 1 in pace of play. So the top key for the Colorado State Rams is transition defense. You have to get back. Richard Pitino has always pushed the rock. This team is lethal in transition.
Well, Richard has really turned this program around, just his 2nd year with the Lobos. They've got 21 wins already. Veteran head coach. Great to see Coach Pitino here, and the fans getting fired up. Coach Nico Medved, 5th year here. Last year, just off the charts. They had such a great season. 25 wins a year ago. They've had some injuries this year. But his team, you know, is going to battle hard. Great work ethic. And we've got 20 minutes on the clock, and we're ready for Mountain West Hoops.
He told his guys, we need to take the fight to New Mexico. This is a revenge game. They got taken to the woodshed the first time around.
They lost at New Mexico in the first conference game way back on December 28th. They lost 88-69. They were blown out by halftime. And they're a rare turnover from Stevens. Well, if you like dynamic point guards, you're going to enjoy watching Stevens and this guy. Jalen House. When House is feeling it, boy, he is one of the toughest guys to defend in the conference. Udeze gives it up. Devontae Johnson on the perimeter. Mashburn leads the Mountain West in scoring from 18 feet short. Tonje looks to drive it. He has a speed advantage. And Josiah Alec. And we got a foul on the perimeter on Devontae Johnson.
Jamal Mashburn, one of the best mid-range games in all of college basketball. Some people think that's a bad shot, but for him, it's usually automatic.
Late kicks to Tonje. Tonje. Now it's Stevens. Great kick. The Tonje 3. No. Udeze the rebound for the Lobos.
Tonje 4 of his last 10 from beyond the arc, but you can just see right away when number 4 gets to the paint, the defense collapses.
Alec leaves it short. Isaiah Rivera, the drive, the bump, no call with the left, yes. Isaiah Rivera with the 2. Junior from Illinois. 4th on the team in points at 9 points per game. Moores right now has the assignment of trying to keep Morris Udeze out of the paint. That's a good look inside. Jalen House finding Josiah Alec.
Well, that's an underrated part of his game, and he turns around to the student section and shows them the glasses look. He can pass, he can take it away from you, and he can flat out fill it up.
Stevens can't get it off the window. Here comes House. Mashburn hit on the 3 as he drains the jumper. There might have been a foul call there and a rare chance for 4, but he'll take the 3.
I agree. I thought he got hit on the arm right there, but you see what happens when Steven gets to the rim and misses, then all of a sudden it's 5 against 4. Transition points, we've got to keep our eye on that. You've got to get back and find those shooters if you're Colorado State.
Tanjay momentarily stripped. 10 on the shot clock. Moores looks to go to work, kicks it late, the deep 3. Slow start for the Rams. Mashburn probes the defense. Deep triple for House, in and out. Tanjay up high for the rebound.
Tanjay guarding Alec, and he's going to make him prove that he can hit the 3. Tanjay just camped out in the paint. No easy drives for New Mexico.
A nice pass by Stevens. He finds Jalen Lake.
He's just the best natural passing point guard I've seen this year. I mean, he's just brilliant in the pick and roll, but when you cut with integrity, he will find you.
All-time leader in career assists, and he's 3rd all-time in Mountain West history. In traffic, Alec gets the 2, so he's having an immediate impact.
They're just working that high-low action right there, and Udeze. A couple nice passes into the post.
Stevens, first House, tough shot, yes. Isaiah Stevens, his first basket, he averages 18 points per game. And is 3rd best in the Mountain West. Johnson bounce pass. Udeze in traffic, yes, with the left hand. Morris Udeze averages more than 16 points and more than 9 rebounds per game. The Wichita State transfer. Stevens uses the screen, finds Moores again. Beautiful pick and roll. Stevens and Moores done to perfection.
New Mexico in drop coverage, and you have to stay in front of number 4, but he just needs an inch, and he'll slip it to a teammate.
That's knocked away by Moores.
Isaiah Stevens, he can pass it, he can shoot the 3, and he wasn't happy with the first game against House. He wants a little bit of revenge. This is an unguardable shot. Good defense, elite offense, the arch, the rotation. You got a heck of a game, partner.
New Mexico with a 1-point lead, 15:15 to go in the first half. Hello to everyone. Alongside Jess Settles, I'm Ari Wolf. So glad that you're with us here on FS1. What is your take so far through the first 5 minutes?
New Mexico is faster in person than they are on TV. I mean, they come at you with so many weapons. Colorado State's going to have to get back and then make them pay at the other end. But this is such a critical game for both teams.
It is. Now, we're going to look at the brackets as though the brackets were starting today. And here's a look. And we know that New Mexico right now in that number 6 spot, but they've got a real chance to move up to 5.
No question, and they have a lot of work to do, a lot of opportunities ahead of them. They have an NCAA caliber team, but they still have to improve that resume, so they're looking to get some quad 1 wins at that tournament. So they can't afford to lose this game and not gain that bye.
Coach Pitino knows there's so much to play for at this time of year. They got a good win On Tuesday night at home against Fresno State. You don't often see a team score 94 points against the Bulldogs. It was a great night for the Lobos. Mashburn the drive, a little too strong off the window. Long carom. House is so quick. He gets bumped, and he will go to the free throw line.
That's what those two do. They put so much pressure on the rim and on your defense, and if you don't clean up the boards, House will just make you pay. He is lightning quick, can make the extra pass, hit the three, and when he puts it on the floor, you better slide your feet, or he's at least going to get to the free throw line.
Does so many things well for this team. Number 2 in points, leads him in assists, assist to turnover. Boy, he is so good defensively. 74 steals this year, 2.6 per game.
That's number 3 in all the land. He had 26 points the first time these two teams played. And Isaiah Stevens was banged up, obviously, but he did a masterful job of locking him down as well.
Only Mountain West player on the Oscar Robertson watch list. Pat Cartier is in the game, number 12, as Stevens blows by Alec, but a foul is called as Alec playing catch-up on defense. Got a piece of Stevens.
And why do you run high ball screens? So you can get the switch that you want. Stevens gets Alec on him. That's not a fair matchup. That's the chess game. That's what makes number 4 so hard to guard. He is always a step ahead. His mind and his basketball IQ are so impressive.
Isaiah Stevens, talk about a guy who does a lot of good things for his team. Leads him in minutes, points, assists. And he really takes great care of the basketball. Assist to turnover ratio better than 3 to 1. So the Lobos lead by 1. Compared to the first meeting, this is a much better start for the Rams. Rams got blown out in Albuquerque, but a much different story here through the first 5.5 minutes. Alec looking inside. One thing, Udeze hasn't done much early, and that's a good sign for the Rams.
Well, they're trying to keep him away from the basket. You got to win that battle before the pass comes, but I do like the high-low action by New Mexico. I mean, this is a team that can hurt you from 3, but they'll pound it inside.
Cartier is going to get the offensive foul on the illegal screen. They lean on Cartier, averaging more than 12 points per game. Mashburn off the screen. He gets double. House the blow by. Tough shot, no. Gets his own rebound. And a good bounce pass. Udeze will go to the free throw line.
Well, House didn't finish it, but that was an incredible refusal of the screen to get to the rim. And then he gets his second offensive rebound, which leads to more trouble for Colorado State. House just a complete player when he's playing under control. Some nights he's the best player in this league.
He's 5th in the Mountain West in points, 4th in assists. And Udeze, this guy's a monster. You talked about his 12 double-doubles, first in the conference. The other night against Fresno, went for 25 points and 9 rebounds. Lobos fans got to enjoy every second with him, because we know he's not coming back. This is it for him.
His teammates love him. The fans love him. Coach Brown, I was talking to him today, and he just said this is one of the best individuals he's ever coached. Everything that's good about college basketball, and I'll tell you what, if they're going to win the Mountain West, he's going to have a double-double every game, and he's definitely capable of that.
Well, and look, if you look at their resume against San Diego State, you could make a case they had a chance to win both those games. And the Aztecs will be the favorites in Vegas for the conference tournament as the Rams get the easy 2. Cartier gets his first bucket. How about that bounce pass from Jalen House? Sets up Josiah Alec for the easy 2.
I have no idea how he saw him cutting and how he got it through there, but that's one of the prettier passes you'll see all night. House and Stevens, this matchup is spectacular. the quickness, the speed, the unselfishness, and elite passing.
Tanjay gets fouled, and he'll go for the free throw line.
Yeah, you talk about a pass. I mean, you collapse the defense, the no-looker. You've got to finish that one. This is what makes them so dangerous. They don't live and die by the three. They pound it inside. They got power players. They've got guards. When House was injured, it derailed the season, and now they're going to have to fight their way back. But they are a scouting report nightmare.
Well, we knew how important he was, and then he misses the 2 games, and then everybody knew that he is a difference maker for the Lobos. Special talent. Senior from Phoenix, Arizona, started his career at Arizona State. Soft touch there for Tanjay. And he will take a seat on the bench, replaced by Joe Palmer. Defense from Jalen Lake. Mashburn goes up high. Tough shot, no. Kick out. Great passing. The 3 is good. Baylor Hebb.
Well, the synergy, the chemistry, the extra pass. That's what these guys do. 12th in the NCAA, 17 assists per game, and you see why on that action right there.
KJ Jenkins is coming to the game, number 0. He's a good 3-point shooter. It's Mashburn going one-on-one. Can't get the field goal.
'15th in the country in assist-to-turnover ratio. And that ball doesn't even touch the ground. Side to side, the fans love it. The teammates love it. That's the way you're supposed to play. Make everybody better. Excellent possession by Colorado State.
And that's a great sign for Hebb. 28% 3-point shooter. Right there, he knocks down his 6th triple of the season. House, step back jumper, no. Cartier, good box out. And it's off the Rams, and it's going to be Lobos basketball. A little less than 12 minutes to go in what's been an entertaining start to this game at Moby Arena. We're coming right back on FS1. Tomorrow, it's primetime hoops on Fox. Catch Big East Player of the Year favorite, Adama Sanogo, as he leads 14th ranked UConn in a conference battle against Villanova. It all tips off at 7 Eastern on Fox. We have that to look forward to. Senior night, always special. Tanjay being recognized. There he is with his head coach, mom, and brother. During the whole last week of the season, I think it'd be nice, Jess, if we just went to a different senior night every night of the week.
It's such a special night, such an emotional night. It's one game you just don't want to lose. And Isaiah Stevens has been so special here. Right now, New Mexico struggling to knock in 2-point shots. They're number 1 in the Mountain West.
Stevens Stevens in traffic. It's House. The 3 no good for Donovan Dent, who's just come into the game. Freshman from Riverside, California.
He's special. That's the one weakness right now he's got to get better at. Only 2 out of 12 in Mountain West play from beyond the arc. But I'll tell you what, he might have had the dunk of the year against Andre in the last game at Fresno State. He took it coast to coast and threw it down right on top of him.
And Dent, last year, Mr. Basketball in the state of California. That's a big state, 40 million strong. That's impressive for Mr. Basketball in California, and they've got high hopes. He is the future point guard for the Lobos. Stevens, the jumper, no. And Baylor Hebb, right place, right time. Good hustle from the junior.
That was just one he couldn't bring down, or he would have been swarmed, so he tips it in. That was the right decision at the right time.
Udeze gets fouled at the elbow. 11 minutes to go, first half. Rams lead by 4. Now, we talked about Coach Medved about his team bringing the fight. Have they done that so far?
Absolutely. I mean, they've been quick. They played right with them pace-wise. Right now, for New Mexico, you got to let Udeze get a touch on the post.
Heb, who's done so many good things coming off the bench, fouls the three-point shooter and House to the free throw line.
Offensive rebounds, he attacks the rim. He's already had a brilliant assist. He jumps a little bit forward when he shoots his three-point shot. Niko Medved told his team today, be careful of that. He's very good at picking up fouls and getting to the free throw line.
Knocks down the first 2. Got 4 points in the game. Coach Medved not very happy at the moment. 3 for 3 for House. He'll check out of the game. Alec back in. Bigger lineup for Coach Pitino.
House shoots 85% from the line, so not only does he know how to get there, he knows how to make it count.
Looking for Cartier. Nice bounce pass, and Heb with the finish. We're seeing some beautiful bounce passes here in the first half.
Richard Pitino said that's the weakness of his team. He said we're elite offensively, we can run up and down, but too many breakdowns defensively. If you just cut against these guys, move it side to side, you'll get open baskets. But Udeze's got to get down on the post and go to work.
Udeze gets the bucket high off the window. He can fill it up. He's had multiple games over 30 points. More than 10 rebounds. It's a double-double waiting to happen. It's Stevens off the screen. Cartier can shoot it, and he knocks down the triple. Coach told us he wants to take more threes.
Yeah, 14 out of 33 on the year, 42%. You're exactly right. He said, I want him to take more. He's so good around the basket, but he can pick and pop as well.
And significant history there. He now has 2,000 points in his career. That is a big number. Dent doesn't want the three, and he travels with it. 3 subs coming in for the Rams. 3 starters come back in, Tonje, Moores, and Lake. And Coach Pitino will counter with House and Mashburn off the bench.
I'd like to see New Mexico get the ball into Uncle Mo 3 or 4 times in a row and collapse that defense and play inside out. He doesn't have to attack or try to conquer double teams, but they can't forget about him. He's such a dominant player, and sometimes they shoot it a little too quickly, and he doesn't get a touch. Oh, he got away with the foul there.
He sure did. So far, they've been letting him play tonight. Players got to adjust to it. Tonje, the step back, off the front iron. Got another chance from the elbow, and he knocks it down.
Great decision by Tonje. That's the best shot they were going to get in that possession. When you get it, you take it, he knocks it in.
So in Albuquerque, the first meeting, they scored 24 points in the whole half. They've got 26 right now. Alec picks up the dribble. Mashburn looking to create. Fans wanted to travel. House, tough 3. And the Rams come away with the defensive rebound.
John Tonje's had 4 or 5 possessions defensively that are just elite. He's hedging, he's switching, he's getting back and covering. He just gave the ball back to the other team.
Udeze wants the ball, gets the ball, spins quickly, leaves it short. Boy, I thought Alec was over the top there, no call. Boy, they are really letting him play. Physical game. Jumper from Javante Johnson, no good.
Nico Medved, he was concerned about the rebounding. New Mexico, they are relentless. They keep coming to the glass. You've got to block them out and be physical.
New Mexico struggling, shooting the ball just 6 of 19. Tanjay the triple off the back iron. Howard State, on the other hand, shooting it really well, 10 for 15. Mashburn the triple, count it. Jamal Mashburn Jr.
Well, that's a good sign for New Mexico. He was only 2 of his last 10 coming in, and they only 27% of their attempts are from 3, so he's always on the attack. They're trying to get into the paint, but when he can step out and stretch that defense, it makes him even tougher to guard, and they're already the #1 scoring team in the league.
Over 81 points per game for the Lobos. Tanjay tries again. Not this time. Mashburn the rebound. And Udeze. It's going to be a foul against the Rams on Rivera. Rivera trying to get some position.
Well, the problem with New Mexico is they can beat you inside with power, and they can beat you outside with finesse. Udeze, the power. Mashburn making it rain. A nightmare for the defense.
Rams with a 3-point lead, 6 minutes, 40 seconds till halftime. So, seems like a lifetime ago the last time these two teams met, Jess. Way back on December 28th, the Lobos were a perfect 13-0. Since then, 8 wins, 9 losses, road record, 3 wins, 5 losses. But when you're preparing for a team that you haven't seen in over 2 months, it's a little bit different scout than it would normally be if you'd play them in a shorter amount of time.
No question, and they have such speed and such talent. They are very difficult to scout, but what a brilliant start, 13-0. They've got great wins. They've got wins at St. Mary's, at San Diego State. They've got a good win against Boise State. Just been the injury to House and a couple heartbreaking buzzer beaters that derailed the middle of their season. Right now, it's just the Mountain West tournament, and this game here is so critical.
It was a great inbounds play. Alec didn't make the first one, but he stays with it and gets the 2. He's had a strong start to this game. He's got half a dozen points.
He's second in the Mountain West in rebounding. And these guys just come to the glass, and that's been a big story. The offensive rebounding for New Mexico, Nico Medved was extremely worried about it. Not only they get on the glass, they parade to the free throw line.
Alec plays with a certain energy. There's something about him. He does so many things, but he really just seems to give this team constant energy.
He loves to rebound, and he loves to defend, and he doesn't care about points. And those are the guys, especially scorers, love to play with.
House doesn't use the screen. Mashburn the drive. Can't get it to go. It's a good take for Mashburn. So according to Mike DeCourcy, these would be the seeds. San Diego State at number 6, Boise State 10, Nevada 11, Utah State first 4 out. And New Mexico he has out at the moment, but there's still basketball to be played. A.J. Jenkins pull up jumper, no. Stevens up high for the rebound. Stevens the jumper. Palmer the offensive rebound. For the pass, we've got a foul on the floor. Second foul on Javonte Johnson. Five team fouls on the Lobos, 16 fouls on the Rams. Johnson will take a seat with the 2 personal fouls. Stevens, little bully ball on Jalen House. He gets the 2.
Well, that's a great move, and that's a flop. And Nico Medved all over the official. House way too strong to just fall down like that.
Jenkins Nice jumper in the paint for KJ Jenkins. Redshirt senior from Atlanta, Georgia. He's efficient, 8 points a game in just 19 minutes.
Absolutely. Jenkins, 1 turnover in his last 5 games.
The Palmer three is good. Joe Palmer from deep. House, little bump. Gets by Stevens, can't finish, and it's off his leg. Turnover. Basketball to the Rams.
Great feed inside to Stevens, and see the crab dribble. He goes in there. Flop, no call. He can score from all 3 levels.
Stevens gets bumped, no call. Jumper short. Mashburn on the move for the Lobos. Udeze hasn't had a touch for a minute. He gets his hands on it briefly. Udeze's going to take it himself. Oh, no, look for Alec, who saves it. Still time on the clock. Mashburn's triple. Yes. Jamal Mashburn with the 3. He's got 9 points. He's heating up.
He is so aggressive. He's so confident. Leads the league in scoring. And great job with dribble penetration. Collapse the defense and kick it out to the open teammate by New Mexico. Now here they come.
And that basketball goes off Alec.
Well, back and forth we go. Speed, finesse, the extra pass. Both of these teams like to whip it around. 1-point game. Stay with us. Isaiah Stevens already with 4 assists early in this game. His mind works like a game of Tetris. He's always 1 step ahead, collapsing defenses, feeling out his teammates. He makes everybody around him better. One of the elite players and point guards in all of America. It is a pleasure to watch him play tonight. He's going to have a bright future as a professional. He's going to be a great coach someday. Keep your eye on number 4. You're watching greatness.
Career assist leaders, Mountain West Conference, 3rd all-time. I really enjoyed watching Kendall Williams play for the Lobos. That was electric. Rams lead 31-30. Closing in on the 3-minute mark. Stevens, eye off the window, no. Moore's the offensive rebound. He's stripped. Nice defensive play by KJ Jenkins. Mashburn, the deep 3. Long Karam. Dent with the left hand leaves it short.
Another offensive rebound. Colorado State's got to block out. This is the pace New Mexico wants.
Lake connects on the triple, his 39th 3 of the season.
2 of his last 7 threes coming in. Not a guy who gets to the free throw line much, so you've got to close out on him, but that is a great sign. He can get going.
Udeze, yes. Udeze, do you feel like he needs to demand the basketball more?
He probably has tried, right? We're getting late in the year. I mean, he's got so many scorers around him, but they do forget about him too often. A guy with that kind of power has got to touch it more often.
Tanjay. That was an old school finger roll, George Gervin style. That thing came down with a little moisture on it. Nice finger roll from Tanjay. Ashburn momentarily doubled. Dent to Udeze. Dent will shoot the triple. Spins out. Alec, another offensive rebound. Jenkins pull-up jumper. A little too strong, and they'll get another one.
Well, you just can't try to jump and play tip drill with this team. You've got to sit on their thigh, or you're going to be playing defense multiple possessions.
I believe it was a shot. It's going to end up looking more like a pass. But a foul on the Rams.
A couple different philosophies to rebounding. There's the hit and get where you jam a guy and then you explode to the rim to try to clean up the rebound. But in this game, with the power and size New Mexico has, you've got to sit on their thigh and fight them for every square inch, or they're just going to parade to the glass and parade to the free throw line. 8th in the country in free throw attempts and 5th in the nation at 18 free throws made per game. This is what they do well.
Udeze makes the front end of the 1-and-1. New Mexico already with 10 offensive rebounds. Udeze's got 9 points and 4 rebounds so far. In and out, and Alec almost gave him another possession. I mean, every team wants a guy like Alec, right? I mean,
no question. Coach Medved, I mean, he's going to chew them out right now for not blocking out.
Tim Miles, now the head coach at San Jose State, and what a job he has done with the Spartans. When he took over 2 seasons ago, it was lean times. At 18 wins, 9 conference wins, the most since joining the conference. Snapped a 23-game losing streak to the place where he used to be a head coach right here, Colorado State. 2-0 versus the Rams this year, and one of the most likable, fun guys you'll ever meet in the business.
No question, a great coach, a better person, and I used to sit at the desk with him in this job. He would get a little antsy. He didn't like to talk about it as much as he liked to coach it. So happy for him and the job that he's done. Coach Dutcher going to be the coach of the year and deserves it, but Coach Miles right there.
I mean, he resurrected the program here, and he's doing the same thing at San Jose State. What a staff he had here as Cartier gets the 2. He had Medved, Craig Smith, the Utah head coach. It was an incredible group of guys and a ton of fun to be around.
Ryan Dutcher this year done such a good job, especially late in games, calling the right plays. And he's got a great defensive team, but he's been a master at the offensive end of putting his guys in the right positions. A lot of play sets down the stretch, and it continues to get it done. It always goes through San Diego State, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Love Coach Dutcher. Continuing the excellence started by Steve Fisher. And we've got a bump on the floor.
Mountain West has been so entertaining this year. So many different styles. And FS1's been so great for the league. I travel around the country and people are like, hey, I see you, the Mountain West. I'm going to tune in. I want to watch them play. They get up and down. That Mountain West tournament's going to be wild.
Tonje, another triple. John Tonje.
17 points per game over his last 8. He didn't have a good one his last time out, but great players never struggle. 2 games in a row, 16 seconds to go. Colorado State in control.
Biggest lead of the game for the Rams. Mashburn, what's he going to do? Tough shot, drains it. Right, he has so much confidence in any situation offensively that he's going to find a way to score.
Well, if you're Colorado State, you can live with that shot. I mean, you're exactly right. That's just a brilliant one-on-one play. And you talk about confidence. This is really good defense, better offense. Might even been hit on the wrist, but that's how you lead the league in scoring.
And it's old school. He's just finds ways to score. Some nights it's the 3-ball, but oftentimes it's inside the arc. Also gets to the free throw line where he's an excellent free throw shooter. All right, what are you thinking here as we've got just a few seconds left here in the first half? Well, they're winding the clock.
I was going to say, they keep changing on me, right? It changes the strategy.
How much time do they really have?
Well, Stevens only needs about a dribble a second. So they want to get him on a wheel right, try to have a wheel route, try to get him to catch it with momentum getting downhill. There we go.
Stevens gets it off. Got a good look. Can't make the three, but a fun first half here at Moby Arena in Fort Collins. Regular season finale. And on senior night, Isaiah Stevens setting up his teammates. But it's been Mashburn and the Lobos keeping it close. We take a break. Halftime festivities coming up. Keep it right here on FS1. Welcome back to Fort Collins. Colorado State leads New Mexico 41-35 at the break. Welcome back inside Moby Arena alongside Jess Settles, Ari Wolf. And what'd you learn in the first half? What'd you like?
I love the shooting by Colorado State. They're whipping the ball around the perimeter. They've already drilled 5. The problem for them is they can't keep New Mexico off the offensive glass. 10 offensive rebounds usually gets you beat if you're giving that up per half.
Morris Udeze was the guy we focused on in the open. What are your thoughts on his play in the first half?
I love the way that he has played. The problem is he's only taken 4 shots. Now, he's made 3 of those, but you can see the power and the quickness that's led to 9 points. He's so brilliant at that jump stop, and it explodes to the rim. Nobody for Colorado State can guard him. They've got to feed him more in the second half.
Well, you look at the stats, as you mentioned, the shooting for the Rams. 59%, they make 5 threes, and the points off the bench, 17 points for the Rams, just 2 for the Lobos. Well, Tanji was special in the first half. He had 9 points, including this triple. Coming up after the break, Mike Hill, Casey Jacobson get you caught up on all things college basketball. All right, this is what people here in the arena came to see. Make a half-court shot. You don't miss the first one, Jess. You get a second one, bang. Free beer for a year.
What about for the fans? Like tacos or
you don't
at
feel
least
good
a
about it.
steak?
It's just for him.
Wow, we've seen that a lot here this year.
The fourth guy just done it. Second half just underway. Alec got bumped, no call. Monte Johnson, no. Moore's up for the rebound. Good rebound from the senior.
The Lobos, they wanted to get that high-low action again, but great job by Colorado State defensively. The Rams 61% in the first half from 2-point range, and that's why they lead the Mountain West in that category. They get easy shots. Kind of a force there by Stevens, though, coming out of the break.
Early in the clock, too. Still can't seem to get the ball to Udeze enough in the half court. Behind the back pass from House. Alec will shoot the 3. No. Tanjay the rebound.
They're just camping out in the paint. They're going to make him take that shot. 2 great possessions defensively for Colorado State.
Rivera thought about the 3. Shot clock at 6. Tanjay goes baseline and the finish. Chance for a 3-point play. Tanjay showing off his athleticism.
That's just a tough matchup for Alec. I mean, he can guard 2 through 4, but Tanjay has the advantage, attacks the rim, and he is so strong and athletic.
And Jess, to add to it, he just went over 1,000 career points. That's a way to do it with some style.
He's had such a wonderful career. His surge down the stretch last year was well documented. This group played in the NCAA tournament, hung an NIT banner. Just a group of winners, and it is tough to score 1,000 points at the college level.
Tanjay's got a dozen on 4 of 8 shooting. The lead is now 9 points. Biggest lead of the night for the Rams. Udeze. They don't come with a double. Fight for the ball and remain New Mexico basketball.
Well, when he gets it, he's going to attack the rim. Only 20 assists in conference play this year, so you know when he puts it down on the floor, you've got to send the double. And almost a turnover.
Mashburn could be instant offense. He's fouled on the shot attempt. Mashburn so far tonight, 11 points, 4 of 11 from the field. His first trip to the free throw line, and he gets the first one to go.
Also, Mashburn, they put so much pressure on your defense, and even when you think you're forcing them into tough shots, they'll knock them down or they'll pick up the foul. They continue to parade to the free throw line. It's at this end where they've got to put stops together. So easy right now for Colorado State to either get to the rim or knock in a three-point shot.
House all over Stevens. Stevens gets by him, but no, an offensive foul. He did use the left arm. Stevens can't believe it. His second.
Well, House is really far extended, and that's a flop.
It is.
That's not a hard push-off. He is so good at drawing those fouls, but the crowd here upset. I don't blame him.
Yeah, Udeze leaves it short. Lake, the triple. That is a sweet stroke from Jalen Lake.
Well, whether it's an offensive rebound or forcing a turnover, New Mexico not taking advantage of those opportunities. Trying to get back in this thing, a 10-point game, but I like it when they get it into him.
Udeze gets the bucket. He now has 11 points. Stevens, nice pass to Jalen Lake. Talking about Stevens' IQ, he got rid of that pass so quickly.
Yeah, it's like, you know, the NFL, right? He like passed him open, didn't he?
He did.
The chemistry there, the action together was fantastic, but the big story right now for New Mexico, they can't get any stops. Colorado State getting just about anything they want.
Udeze, tough shot, no, and he's fouled. We'll go to the free throw line.
You just have to cut with integrity if you're in Colorado State. This is how you lead the Mountain West in assists and assist-to-turnover ratio. It's no secret. These guys whip it around as well as anybody. The ball doesn't touch the floor. That's just beautiful basketball. They put pressure on you with the three, and then they can get to the rim. It's all led by number 4.
And more style points. We saw Tanjay get over 1,000 points with the beautiful move. That last pass for Stevens gives him 600 career assists. Because they're going to clip off all these highlights. They're going to watch them, show them to their kids, their grandkids. If you're going to do it, might as well make it look good.
He's an incredible passer. I mean, just always a step ahead, passing guys open. It's been fun to watch him.
And what a class act. He's just so composed. Really enjoyed our visit with him after shoot-around today. Right back to Lake. Stevens has got it. Good ball movement here. Moores. And that's blocked, but it's going to be a goaltend.
They're just so confused. New Mexico is defensively. The weave action. They're not getting over the screens. Drop coverage. Udeze caught in no man's land. Easy slip, easy basket.
Mashburn hits the triple. What New Mexico needed. Cuts the deficit to 7 points.
They had 15 of these the first time these two teams played, so they're capable.
15 of 25 they shot. From 3, Moores, yes! Moores doesn't give them a lot of offense. They'll take it, 6 points per game. Knocks down the hook shot. Move. Javante Johnson, his first points of the night.
You just can't celebrate when you score if you're the Rams, because Richard Pitino is telling his guys, keep pushing it. We're getting back in it. When you have guys like Mashburn He can get 10 points in a couple minutes. So difficult to guard, so lethal with the jumper. Perfect rotation, Splash City. New Mexico hanging around.
The Colorado State lead is 53-46, and Jamal Mashburn stepping up for the Lobos.
Already with 16 points. He's taken 12 shots, but he puts so much pressure on a defense. Outstanding step back. Leading the conference in scoring. The ball handling skills. It's fouled right there, no call, but knocks it in. He's going to have to keep this team surging on a night where House only has 5 points. Again, the problem is Colorado State shooting 64% from the floor. They're going to have to find a way to stop this ball screen action.
And to add to the House numbers, he hasn't made a field goal. All 5 of his points have come from the free throw line. Cartier off the bench, left hand, got bumped, no call. Udeze tried to come down with it. It will be Colorado State basketball. I feel like Udeze, since he's getting a little bit frustrated. It's been a tough night, so he just hasn't gotten a lot of touches. A nice inbounds play as they catch the Lobos napping. 2 more points for Jalen Lake, who's now in double figures. Quite the move from House. Can't get it to go. Alec the rebound. House the triple. Count it. First made field goal of the night for Jalen House.
Well, that's all about Alec and his desire to rebound and keep his team in it. Kicks it out. Those are the easiest threes to make, and that was a huge possession in this game.
Cut it to 6. Stevens, wide open triple. Too strong. Rebound to Tonje. Stevens with House on him. Wants to go one-on-one. Basket and the foul.
Well, House gets on the high side of him, and he thinks he's going to get help along the baseline. That help never comes. And this is just bully ball by Stevens. No help there. Easy basket. This is incredible to watch this guy. He passes it, he shoots the 3, and he's been posting up hard in this one.
Stevens is 3 for 10 from the field, 8 points. But look at that, 10 assists. Lead back to 9. Udeze goes strong and gets the 2. Talk about bully ball, just give him the ball and get out of the way.
Well, again, I think Cartier was expecting help from his teammates, and there's just no way he can go one-on-one with 24 for New Mexico.
Tonje, the triple, good look. Another 3 for Tonje. He's got 15 points and a couple of triples tonight.
Yeah, he only had 7 points against San Jose State. We said it before. Great players never struggle 2 games in a row. And you talk about great players. Richard Pitino likes what's going on at the offensive end on the last couple of plays. But right now, this timeout is going to be all about defense because guys like Tonje are getting too wide open and they're making this defense pay. Nobody's guarding him. Knocks it down.
Let's talk Isaiah Stevens, senior night, and he's putting on a brilliant performance.
He must love it when I show up to call his games because the last one he had 12 assists against Wyoming. Tonight already 10 assists. He's going to break his own record. Man, when FS1 shows up, the star comes out. Isaiah Stevens, we said at the beginning of the game, watch the way he assists, posts up, hits mid-range jumper, makes everybody around him better. He is not disappointed. 13:29 to go. This game's going to be in his hands right now. New Mexico cannot keep him from carving up their defense.
Little full-court pressure from the Lobos. This kind of token full-court pressure. Palmer in the game for the Rams. Along with Jackson. Cartier, nice pass. Stevens, it's blocked, but he'll go to the free throw line. All night long, we've seen really good bounce passes. That was good-looking offense right there for the Rams.
Well, New Mexico likes to gamble, and they'll jump around and fly around, and if you use that against them, like the Rams are, you can get easy baskets. They're overplaying those passing lanes. They're keeping the lane opened up, entering the high post, and the guys are cutting back door. A perfect example of New Mexico playing hard, but the Rams using it against them.
When you talk about Stevens being able to score at all three levels, he's an elite free throw shooter. And he has another double-double, 10 points, 10 assists, 7th double-double of the season, and the 12th of his career.
Doesn't turn the ball over. And the point guard doesn't turn it over in the last 5 minutes of the games especially, and then he can go to the free throw line and hit 90%. It's really hard to beat him. This is a critical 5-minute stretch here for New Mexico because Colorado State knows how to close teams out.
No house on the floor right now for the Lobos. Good bounce pass. No, but it'll go to the free throw line.
Those two guys play so well together. Sometimes the guards don't give them the ball enough, and they know that, and so they work off each other. A perfect pass, soft hands, and that was a tough angle. Great find.
Deze's got 15, make it 16. Go along with 4 rebounds. Hasn't got a lot of shots, though. Just 7 shots so far.
It's interesting. He draws 6 fouls per 40 minutes. So when he has a high usage rating, it usually works out well for their offense.
The lead is 9 points for the Rams. Getting control, particularly most of the second half so far, through 7 minutes and change. That's the 3rd foul on Udeze, and he will come out of the game. Javonte Johnson replaces him. Check the timer. He goes to the bench with 3 fouls with 12:43 to go. Stevens, the take. Can't finish it. Cartier, nice back tap. How about that move from Stevens? Sets up Palmer's triple. Count it. Biggest lead of the night, 12 points. Blocking foul on the baseline. Goes against Jackson.
It's amazing. Udeze goes to the bench, and what does Stevens do? He just attacks the paint. No big guy inside, collapses the defense. All great point guards draw a crowd, and he knows what to do with it. If you get out of position, pretty good closeout, but not quite good enough.
They're going to get Stevens a quick rest. You figure keep him on the bench till the under 12 media timeout. Ashburn jumper, no. Jackson the rebound. Cartier. Extra pass, it's Heb, the triple, in and out. And a foul on New Mexico on the box out. The lead is 12 for the Rams. Coach Medvedev and the Rams feeling pretty good here at Moby Arena. Colorado State leads by a dozen. So one of the great things about traveling around is getting to see guys like this. Jan Goldstein, for 15 years now, Jess, he's getting it done. Look at the work here. All right, so he gets his first batch of stats, Jess, and he hustles it over to the radio crew.
No one in the country does this better. He's a great inspiration to us.
All right, now he's got to go get your stats, right?
He's got to get mine to make us.
How about the hustle?
Good. Look at this.
15 years. That's awesome. Appreciate Jan. It's another reason why we love college basketball.
No question. It's so fun to come to Fort Collins. Such a blessing to cover the Mountain West. It's an exciting league. So much on the line in this game, but he's a great inspiration to all of us. He loves what he does and makes you want to be better at what we do.
This just supplements his workouts.
There you go.
A rare turnover from Stevens. It's Donovan Dent. Basket. And he'll go to the line for a chance for a three-point play.
Ali Farouk Manesh and Nico saying, look, we ran our best play coming out of the timeout. They took it away from us, and this is what Dent does. This is why they're so excited about his future. He attacks the rim. He's got speed, grace. These are big free throws. Just a great play by him. I mean, I'll tell you what, that dunk he had in the last game made me come out of my chair. He is explosive, picking up a little token full court press here. They got to get the pace up.
They got to create more possessions. House back in the game. Alec, incredible hustle. Here come the Lobos. Dent the drive. Can't finish this time, and he'll shoot 2 free throws.
It's amazing what happens when you defend and you're flying around the court and you're in a stance. You come up with 2 steals. Again, they take defense, they turn it into offense. Look at the steal, the hustle, and the save. Remember that play. Those are winning plays. Excellent job by Alec.
Now back when Tim Miles was here, he had a player, Pierce Horna, and Pierce made all the hustle plays. He didn't need any shots. All he did was rebound, set screens. This guy reminds me a little of, he's wearing a different color uniform, but guys who are just selfless, who are going to do whatever it takes. You love to have that kind of teammate.
Absolutely. Defends as well as any forward in this league. Lives around the rim, rebounds. Let's see if they can get 3 stops in a row against the Rams here.
Foul against the Lobos, away from the basketball. Goes against Javonte Johnson. That's his 3rd personal. 1-on-1 coming up for Colorado State. They're a terrific free throw shooting team, just under 74%. Andre on the season, 81%. But not this time. Jenkins, long 3. Leaves it short.
Seven of his last 9 threes. So you can live with that shot. And there's 4 stops in a row.
And Johnson didn't know that Hebb was coming. Rams take it right back. Stevens. Arnie doesn't want the 3. They give to Lake, and that's swatted away by Alec. Well, the stops are coming now for the Lobos. Dent rattles home. Little runner in the paint, and it's a 6-point game.
Alex has totally changed the complexity and momentum of this game. Steals, block shots, sprinting the court, fighting for every square inch. You got to tip your hat to that guy. 6-point game. Look at this. This is an open layup. He comes in and erases it. You get out and run. The last couple minutes have belonged to number 53. You said it. The type of guy you want to have on your team to make winning plays when it matters the most.
So 9:56 to go.
Wow.
It felt like Colorado State had stretched the lead. They were looking very comfortable, and give 53 credit. He seemed to give his team that little juice, that little spark they needed.
No question. I mean, if you include the missed front end by the Rams, that's 4 stops in a row, a couple steals. He's just been flying around, hyping up his teammates. He knows what's at stake. There's a lot of pressure on this team. They know that they have to come up with a lot more wins, improve their resume. They're the type of team that could win a couple games if they get in the NCAA tournament. With the firepower that they have, they know that. These games get really tight. Richard Pitino said it's the best time of year, but all the fans, their families, friends, they're letting them know, hey, you got to get more wins.
Let's remind everyone, New Mexico needs to win and have San Jose State lose tomorrow at Air Force for them to clinch the number 5 spot and get a bye in the first round of the Mountain West tournament. Well, there's the tournament resume. 21-9, 8-9 in conference play. We've got some good quad 1 and quad 2 wins.
Well, if they can get that bye and they can get to the tournament and get a couple more quad 1 wins, depending what else happens around the country, they are going to be one of the most interesting and talked about teams in all the land. I talked to Mike DeCourcy this morning. We were texting back and forth, and he said, this is a team that needs to win the Mountain West tournament. They're capable of that, but it's going to get really interesting if they can just even make the finals. But that bye is huge for them.
Instead of 4 games in 4 days, you can play 3 games in 3 days. Stevens knocks down the free throws. 8-point game. Udeze goes hard. And they're going to say jump ball possession to Colorado State.
That's a tough call. It looked like he got his shoulder up and the hands came down on top of him. Good defensive possession, but I like the power that he went up with. Mismatch right here. You got to take that shot. Yeah.
Stevens connects on the jumper. The lead back to 10.
Alex goes under the screen, and he can't get the switch back, and Stevens makes him pay.
Jenkins, the lob. Alec, the spin back to his level. That's a nice move. Good fundamentals. The footwork. But he continues to impress, and he now has 10 points to go along with his 6 rebounds. Stevens looking for Tanjay, another Colorado State turnover. 12 turnovers.
You just got to love what Alec is doing in this game. Defense, rebounding, and anytime you can get these kind of moves out of him, that's just a bonus.
Udeze gets it deep. Goes strong, left hand, gets it off the window.
Yeah, that's a weight room move by number 24. He takes the hit, still gets it off the glass. Right now, confidence growing. They're playing better at the defensive end and taking wiser shots at the offensive end.
Rivera, the triple off the glass. I don't think he called that one, but he'll take it. We should have had a camera on Coach Pitino when that went in.
That would hurt.
Mashburn tries to get one back. Loose ball, Stevens has it. Blake open 3, leaves it short. House the triple. He can score in a hurry. House now has 11 points on just 2 of 8 shooting. We're back to a 6-point game. Tanjay, that's a deep 3. And he knocks it down. John Tanjay, lead right back to 9 points.
Colorado State looks a little bit tired, settling for threes, but they're hitting those threes, banking them in, deep ones. Desi, don't forget about him. When he touches the ball, good things happen. Great spin move, gets hit a little bit, muscles his way through it. Got a heck of a finish coming up.
The Colorado State lead is 76-67. 7 minutes, 17 seconds to go in the game. John Tanjay stepping up. He's got 18 points, 3 threes. So New Mexico trying to make the comeback, and look at Coach Patino. He's seen a lot of threes go in tonight for the Rams. They have 10 made threes tonight.
The coaching staff for the Rams thought if they made 10 and held New Mexico to under 10, they would win this game. But John Tanche is such a difficult matchup for defenses in this league. Udeze and Alec, it's tough for them to chase him around. They're more comfortable around the basket in the paint, but he can step out and hit threes. He's powerful enough to get physical with them, and he also can put the ball on the floor. So keep your eye on those switches and those matchups down the stretch. So far, Tanche has taken advantage of the slower defenders.
Just such a difference from the first meeting back on December the 28th in terms of the three-point shooting. That night, the Lobos made 15, a season high. And tonight, just 6. Can the Lobos get another stop? Stevens. Loose ball, Lobos have it.
Stevens had the right idea posting him up, but he's made a few careless passes in this second half. Uncharacteristic of the way he plays.
Mashburn way off on that three.
Tough shot.
Tanche, that's an NBA triple. Udeze up high for the rebound. I was surprised he went so early in the clock.
Both teams, those are too early, too deep. Let everybody touch it, move it side to side, attack the paint.
That ball was deflected. It will remain New Mexico basketball. Let's take a look at the Mountain West schedule tomorrow. Final day of the regular season for New Mexico fans. The game that matters the most is San Jose State at Air Force. If the Spartans were to lose and the Lobos come back to win, the Lobos will be the number 5 seed in the conference tournament. Udeze off the inbounds play gets the basket and a chance for 3.
That's just an excellent play. Udeze, fake handoff, attacks the basket, and we've said it all night. If he can get the one-on-one matchup and go quickly, it's advantage 24.
24 is having himself statistically a great night. 7 of 10 for the field, 21 points, and 6 rebounds.
This is not bad.
Pretty good.
Feels like senior night again.
25-9 for Udeze on Tuesday at home on senior night versus Fresno State. Well, the Lobos keep hanging around. It's a 5-point game as we near the 6-minute mark. Cartier the drive. They got a foul. I thought it was off his leg. Foul on the Lobos. It'll be their 19th foul. So this will be the final 1-and-1 for the Rams. Next foul, they'll be in the double bonus the rest of the way.
If you're Udeze, we sung his praises in this game, but you cannot go for that steal in that situation unless you're guaranteed to get it. Otherwise, it becomes 5 against 4, and they dodge the bullet with the free throw. But this is not the time to be jumping passing lanes.
I'm lost there. Why did he get 2 free throws? There's only 19 fouls.
Not sure what happened there.
I mean, unless the scoreboard's wrong and all of the monitors are wrong, Jamal Mashburn makes the 2. Oh boy, that's up high off the window. Nicely done, Isaiah Stevens. Dent picks up the dribble. Alec is there to bail him out. Alec the pass to Udeze. And he goes up strong and gets the 2. They wanted a foul. They don't get the call.
He's got 2 guys on him, and it just doesn't matter. He can get low like that and explode. It's lights out for the defense.
Now less than 5 minutes to go, and it's a 4-point game. Lake's been hot. Another three for Jalen Lake. And that's assist number 13 for Isaiah Stevens, a new career high and a single game record for the Rams. And there is a turnover for Alec.
Well, every time New Mexico gets a little defensive momentum, Stevens is able to draw the defense and kick it out. Those are tough threes. This is what these guys do. They make the extra pass. They make you pay. You got to stay home on the three-point shooters.
And this time the Rams use a little clock. Lake elbow jumper. No, we got a foul underneath. Udeze now has 4 personal fouls, and there's the 13 assists. A CSU single-game record for Isaiah Stevens.
If you play with him, you are going to get open looks. It's just a matter of whether you can knock him down. And tonight, they've been knocking him down at a high rate. 13 assists. That is so impressive. Not many players who played in this conference have put together 13 assists in a game.
And their win against Wyoming, you were here for 12 assists. That's 25 assists in 2 games.
You go back and watch the tape, and it's just spectacular.
Moores checks back in the game. Cartier to the bench. Javonte Johnson back on the floor for the Lobos. Remember, he's got 4 personal fouls.
Got to find Mashburn for Colorado State. They're going to run a couple screens at him, and he's going to attack.
Dent with the left hand. Wow, what a shot. Donovan Dent, freshman. Stevens bumped a couple times. Tanjay's been hot from 3. Passes into Moores. That's a beautiful assist from Tanjay. And Dent quickly gets 2 points for the Lobos. And Coach Patino wants and gets a timeout with his team, trailing by half a dozen. Still plenty of time. 3:23 remain. Keep it right here on FS1. Senior night is always extra special. Isaiah Stevens there with Mom, and he has put on a performance to remember. 17 points, 13 assists. That is a new single-game CSU record. Also 5 rebounds. I'm telling you, Jess, I think he's just a big fan of yours. And he says, you know, if Jess is in the building, I'm bringing it tonight.
I must bring out the best in him, because every time I show up, he puts on a clinic. One of the best players in the country, regardless of position. And no one is better at the pick and roll, reading that defense, knowing where to facilitate, knowing when to shoot, when to post up. He's a brilliant basketball player, extremely smart, and so fun to play with. There aren't a lot of guys who can score like he can and also make everybody around them feel like they're getting equal opportunities as well.
It's crazy. He has 13 assists tonight, and the Lobos average 14 assists as a team per game. And the accolades for Stevens. You've seen all the stats, but boy, when you ask people about him, they just love what he brings as a human being. In fact, he's a great leader. The way he treats everybody, he is a class act. And what a performance on senior night. We've still got a game here, 6-point game, 3:20 to go.
Turnovers and free throws critical down the stretch. The Rams are pretty good in both of those areas, but New Mexico, they're extra quick, they gamble. Got to be careful with the basketball against these guys or they'll take it to the other end quickly and score.
They're going to get Alec on the foul, and Cartier will go to the line to shoot 2 in the double bonus. Cartier, a 70% free throw shooter. Third foul on Alec. Cartier tonight just 2 of 4 at the free throw line. If you're going to foul a guy, maybe this is the right guy tonight. No. Knocks down the first one. Udeze comes back in with 4 fouls and 3 minutes and 5 seconds to play.
Cartier has been really good at the offensive end this year. So tough around the rim. Defensively, he's anticipating a lot better.
I believe this foul is going to go against the Rams. It's going to go against Jackson. So free throws at the other end, and this is the perfect scenario for the Lobos. You can get points without the clock moving.
Good call, partner. That's the last thing you want to do if you're Colorado State. These are critical free throws, but you can't foul right now. 3:04 to go. Got to make them earn it at the offensive end.
Udeze, 8 of 11 at the free throw line tonight. 24 points to lead all scorers.
This one in so you can set up full court pressure.
1 for 2, and Jackson gets the defensive rebound.
Just harder to press off the miss.
House got a hand on it. Tanjay is bumped. They're going to get Mashburn. That's 3 on Mashburn. $18 and 5 for Tanjay as he steps to the free throw line. Only player this season to start every game for Coach Medved. And he gets the first one.
That's been the problem. Colorado State in so many years without the injury bug. And hit them this year in this conference. There's no mercy. Every night you're playing against a great team. And you can't compete night in and night out if you're not fully healthy.
They've lost 55 total games as players in the rotation unable to play. 8-point lead. Mashburn, tough shot, gets it to go. Just a 2-possession game. Certainly don't need to foul yet. Got to play good defense. Morris, he had a chance, didn't want the shot. Tanjay, the spin, the fadeaway. Tanjay. Points for the senior.
You know, Moore's had a chance to take it up, but wanted to get it out to his buddy. Still time on the clock, and that's pretty good defense. Just a great shot by his senior late in the game, coming up big.
The lead is 8 points, still 2 minutes, 9 seconds remain. Let's take another look at the standings. Colorado State will have a chance to move up for the conference tournament. This is the regular season finale. Lobos, this has got to feel like a desperate situation because they really want to get that number 5 seed. But if they lose tonight, San Jose State is a lock to be the 5 seed.
Yeah, that's in jeopardy. I mean, still plenty of time to create some magic. But if you're New Mexico, if they go on to lose this game, and they're going to watch the tape and say, hey, we got our 82 points. That's what we score. We lead the league in scoring, but right now with 2 to go, they've given up 90 points to Colorado State. And
Colorado State only averages 72 points per game.
Right, so they got carved up for most of this game. It's been better lately, but too many easy baskets for Colorado State.
House the drive, tough shot, no, loose ball. And it will remain Lobos basketball on the baseline. Each team with 1 timeout left.
Keep your eye on House and Jackson right here. You don't want to pick up a foul against House. Just play him straight up.
Morris thought it deflected off Udeze.
They can look at this. We're under 2 minutes to go, so you might as well, right? If you're Nico, ask him to look at it.
It's on the other side of the floor from us. I don't know about you, I didn't have a good look at it. Morris hoping that he was able to come up with the deflection and knock it off Udeze as we have an official review with 1:55 to go. One of the things I'm really impressed by tonight, Jess, is if you watch the Colorado State game at San Jose State, you felt like it wasn't their best game. It was just an off night. But to then come back a few days later, put it behind you, and come back and play this well against a good New Mexico team, that's impressive.
Nico told us today these guys have been giving him effort every single game. It doesn't matter whether they win or lose. The practices, the games, they keep coming. They're a veteran team, and you're exactly right. I mean, the ups and downs of conference play. February gets long and tough, the injuries, but they've come out tonight with looking like a team on a mission. You don't want to foul here. You don't want to give up threes.
Mashburn wants some space to work with. Step back from 18. No. Jackson skies for the rebound. New Mexico electing not to foul, down 8, less than 90 seconds. Stevens off the screen. Jackson's got to shoot it, or Stevens. And he missed it. Still enough time for New Mexico, but they've got to be efficient. Open 3 for House. That's way off. Much to the delight of the crowd here at Moby Arena. The 90 points tonight is a season high for the Rams in league play. They had 84 last Thursday against Wyoming. Actually, that game, just to be precise, was Friday. You should know you were here. And that's going to be a kickball.
Well, the Rams, when they are clicking, they are so fun to watch. The unselfish play, they hit tough threes in this game.
And you're going to like this. 32 made field goals on 22 assists.
That's how you lead the league in assists. In assist to turnover ratio, 12th in the country, 17 assists per game, 15th in effective field goal percentage. Their offense is incredible some nights, and these guys have just played so well together. This has been extremely impressive. Still time on the clock, but offensively, they've created a lot of damage and opportunities in this one.
second half. He has stepped up for the Rams. The lead is 10. Johnson's three, no. And then Coach Pitino says, don't foul. And let the celebration begin here at Moby Arena. What a senior night for Isaiah Stevens and the Rams.
Well, they were definitely the better team in this one. Great job defensively. The elite performance offensively. And the celebration begins.
And they're going to bring in Matt Bassett, a walk-on senior. And they wanted to get him in the game. That's a classy moment right there. Look at how happy Stevens is to see Matt Bassett in the game. That's awesome. And I think they want to give some of the seniors a curtain call here. So Stevens will come out. Soak it up. You've earned it. What a night for Isaiah Stevens. Conjay will come out of the game as well. Pretty sweet moment here. In a season that's had its challenges, the Rams put together one of their best games on senior night in the final game of the regular season. They want Bassett to shoot it. The deep triple. So had to shoot it. Shot clock was winding down. Everybody in the building seemed to want him to shoot it.
What Nico Nedved told his team multiple times today, he said, we got to take the fight to these guys. We don't want to settle into this game. And right from the opening tip, they were the more aggressive team at both ends of the court.
So many of the things that he emphasized in shoot-around came into play tonight.
No question. The defense, cutting with integrity, making the extra pass.
A couple more seconds on the clock. Dent will get 2. And I believe Bassett's going to end it with the basketball in his hands. Seems fitting. His teammates, the crowd, wanted to see him get in the game. And that'll do it. The Rams win 92-84. They pick up their 14th win and their 6th in conference play. The Lobos fall to 21-10, 8-10 in Mountain West play. So we know the Lobos no longer have a chance to get at that number 5 spot. The Spartans are locked in as the number 5 seed, but the Rams move up a little bit. What's your takeaway from tonight, partner?
Isaiah Stevens, we tip our hat to you. The assists, the dribble penetration, it was amazing. New Mexico's got big trouble right now. They're going to have to win a lot of games in the tournament, but that tournament is wide open. There are several teams that feel like they can go in there and win it. What a great performance by the Rams.
Stevens with 13 assists, a new Colorado State single-game record. Great stuff. Love coming to Moby Arena. Love coming to Fort Collins. And the celebration going on at midcourt. Stevens getting the love all around. Final score 92-84. On behalf of Jess Settles, I'm Ari Wilton saying so long from Fort Collins. Take care, everybody.